So on 9-5, this is dealing with understanding that the maximum and minimum of a parabola always occurs at the vertex. So if I sketch just a parabola in general, okay, here's an open up parabola. The vertex in this case would be where my minimum occurs. If I drew it like this, my vertex is going to be the maximum where it occurs. Now, the y-coordinate would be the actual minimum that or lowest that it goes, or the highest, the maximum that it goes. But in these cases, they're actually asking for the x. They're really asking for the x-coordinate of the vertex. That's what they're asking for. So on this one here, where it says x minus 1 squared, you might remember that we saw that when we are adding or subtracting a number to the x before we square it, we are going to be moving left or right. So in this case, we want to ask ourselves, what makes x minus 1, that quantity, 0? And that's going to be x equal 1. That's where our vertex is going to be moved to. So if I'm just sketching this, our vertex is going to be moving here to 1, 0, and then it's going to be opening up. So the minimum height is 0, but where does that minimum occur? It occurs here at 1, 0. It occurs where my x is equal to 1. That is my minimum. My maximum is going to be never, because this is going to go on forever. So there's going to be no maximum. It doesn't exist. A maximum doesn't exist. For the next one, when we have our x squared with a minus 2 after it, that minus 2 is going to drop my graph down too. So if I'm sketching this, my parabola that was at 0, 0 and opened up is now being moved down 2. So its vertex is going to be at 0, -2. Now the lowest it goes is -2 in this case, but again, they want the x. The x is going to be 0 because that's the x-coordinate of my vertex. And again, since this opens up and goes on forever, no maximum. Okay, so similar ideas on C and D. So D, this x plus 2, what makes x plus 2 0? Well, that would be a -2. So my graph is going to be moved to the left 2. So again, my vertex normally would have been here, but it's going to be moved to the left 1, 2, and now it's going to be sitting here at -2, 0. So the minimum height is 0, but where does that minimum height occur? When x is -2. And again, no maximum. On the next one, that +3 is going to move the graph up 3. But we have a negative in front of our x squared, which means the parabola is going to open down. So normally, if it was just -x squared, it would start here and it would open down. But because of that +3, this graph is going to be going up 1, 2, 3. That's where my vertex is going to be. And so this vertex is going to be at 0, 3. So and in this case, since it opens down, it's not going to be a minimum. There's going to be no minimum because it's going to keep going forever. It's going to be a maximum. And that maximum is going to occur when my x is 0. So hopefully that helped you out.